So, can you people now see that Berekete knows what he doesn't understand? Because for a case that is already in court, I feel like other president should know that he was not supposed to even welcome an interview and all of that. Because when you do that by law, it's more like obstruction, and you are directly or indirectly you're giving updates to suspects that are involved in the case. That is, if the people around the case now start granting interviews and all of that, so you're preparing the suspect to know, oh, what to lie about next and what not to talk next. You understand? And that's one of the major reasons why Wumi has made the right decision by not talking until she gets to court. So now, I saw a video that I was tagged on that Berekete was saying he was going to call Wumi, he was going to do this, he was going to do that, and he was going to talk about the DNA. And Mr. Ahmed, or our ordinary president, let me make this clear to you. You don't even need your legal team to advise you before you know. You claim to be into human rights activist, so at least you should have a little bit of background in law. So even if you can't interpret, even if you can't quote the law, you should be able to interpret it. Even if you don't understand the law, you should know it. So apparently you know it, but you don't understand it, because if you understand it, you will know that it's a very wrong statement for you to make on TV, to say you're going to call me and you're going to talk about the DNA. If you had done that, trust me, Wumi's legal team, if like someone like me, all I just need to do is let you finish your shenanigan and you call me. I won't pick your call and all. If by the time you call me and I pick and I tell you I'm not interested in talking to you, and you call again and you go on your so-called radio program or whatsoever to mention whatsoever had happened, then I will sue you for stalking. And after suing you for stalking, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to charge you for conspiracy, for conspiring with people to bully me mentally, and also charge you for defamation of character, conspiring with people to spoil my name and my person. And these are the things that I believe you should know without your legal team telling you all these things. You can see the way Rufai and Mr. Rufai, and Mr. Abati handled the whole situation. They asked the most important questions, but you will never ask, because to you, it is business as usual. Now, all of you are so particular about this, the whole of the DNA thing, etc., etc. But why are you not asking Josie the question of why were you in a hurry to bury your child? Why were you in a hurry to bury your son? Because the ballet allegedly of where he stays confirmed that he wanted to bury his child overnight. He was ready to bury Mohbad overnight, which they didn't accept. Why are you not asking him the question that, oh, they said somehow there is a guy they call Prime Boy, and Westo, Arifa, Mama Aries, Papa Rhino, etc., etc. All these people, they solicited for bail funds for Prime Boy, a potential suspect in your boy case, and Nosfeyi, a potential suspect as well in the whole scenario, that you watched them solicited for funds for these people to be bailed, and you never said anything about it. Why are you not asking Josie these important questions? Why the old DNA? Is it because, why are they talking about the DNA? Could it be that there are people calling your people ahead to say you should come and talk about the DNA, you should come and talk about the DNA? Because you need to understand how show works. There are people that call, there is a producer, and the producer and director, they are the one in charge. They come with what we are doing today. Then, the guy that anchors it just go on and do their thing. Don't you have a research team? Ask this man the important questions. Because I've said it from day one, if you've been listening to me, if you've been following me, I said there is no court that is going to grant that DNA order, because before Mohbad's death, he never filed for paternity fraud. Out of discretion, a sitting judge might want to apply a little bit of sentiment for things to be glaring, but it is not a motive that can be objected by Wumi's team. No this now, no peace. If the court be like, oh, there should be DNA, there should serve order. If Wumi's team said, objection, my lord, it's not going to stand. We're not going to take it. On what reason, blah, 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 because this, that by law. They will back it up with the law again. And the sitting judge will sustain it. You should go to court more. You should read books. Don't just abuse the privilege of you have a show. Most of all these shows, podcasts, etc., they are there to educate people. It is not just to sit down and talk about, I'll call the commissioner, I'll call the this thing, I'll call the this and that. Nah. You can do that to, all those less privileged people. But not when people that are well enlightened, people that knows, that understand, people that takes their time, people that doesn't care about the camera, not when they are concerned. You don't come on radio, you don't come on TV to say you're going to call her and talk about DNA. It is wrong, sir, with all due respect. I know Igala people, Igala men. I know them to be buzzy and all of that. But you need to offload that agbada of, I know this. You need to let it go. If truly you are into the human rights thing and you're not a bully, I see loads of bullying. And I kept saying it, Berekete doesn't have the credibility to talk about this whole thing because he is not a Yoruba man. Because you speak my language doesn't mean you know and understand my culture. I can speak Hausa from now till tomorrow doesn't mean I understand how it's done. In a certain place in the northern house, Ashe Ekiti, Ondo, Oyato Sabekuta, àti Ìjẹ̀bú. But Yoruba kan náà ni gbogbo wa. Ambele ta se ẹni tó kọ̀ gbédè wa tí kò mọ iṣẹ́ àtàṣà wa. We need to understand all these things. We can't continue dragging widows anytime all these things happen to them. We need to learn to protect their mental health until the court of law point fingers at them and say, you are the culprit. I see people, ọba ti sanwó fún, Wunmi ti sanwó fún, Wunmi ò lówó mi lọ́wọ́. Mo fi àlùkìyàn ṣẹlẹ́rìí. I am not team anything. I am just against you people doing the wrong thing. I preached about this thing till Veron and Arifa got themselves in trouble. Àti eléyìn goro. Àtàntí abóra jẹ̀bi bóra. Tó máa kán ṣán pancake mójú. Tá máa láwọn ṣe life olóyìnbó fò olóyìnbó sọnù. Tọ́ láwọn ṣe lọ́ọ̀tọ́ tí lọ́ọ̀hún ò lọ. Tí lọ́ọ̀hún ò lọ síbi kankan. Àfikọ́ jókòó sórí TikTok àti Facebook kọ́ máa jà fún monetization. Let us educate ourselves more. When we have this, the moment you have 10,000 followers on your social media or 5,000 followers, have it at the back of your mind that you have a responsibility to your followers. Serve them with knowledge, and if you're an entertainer, serve them with positive entertainment. Mr. Berekete, I am telling you as a brother, you need to learn how to create balance, ask important questions, give Josie the right advice to fix his family. He is going to lose, and he's going to lose big. Everything I have been saying from onset is happening every day. I come on social media, there's this twat that called herself Adenike. Amakpe Wunmi láṣẹ́wó. Bàbá mẹ́rin, ọmọ mẹ́rin, ló sọ pé ó ní allegedly. Ọ̀nà òbí kan fún bọ̀bọ̀ olórin yìí. Ara Kòròdú gbà kan. Tọ́lóyìn ó jí fóònù. Tó parọ́ ọmọ den. Ọ̀nà òbí kan fún yẹn ò mọ bó ṣe ṣe ra ẹ̀. Wà wá kó sí sùtánà yẹ́lò. Wà ní wà ládùúrà. Elépe yẹn because I saw you on your life when you're saying tí wọ́n bá dé life yẹn tí wọ́n bá dé lé àwọn ọmọ máa pa òun mi. Mo á bí ẹ pé yẹn nínú aṣọ àdúrà kò sáré yọ mí kúrò life yẹn. That is the kind of people you are. That is the kind of person you are. All of you. That's what all of you are. Toxic, dirty people. Waging war on a total stranger of 24 years old. Chidima whatsoever ló kọ ẹ̀tọ́ ló pa CEO TV station tó wà ní prison tó ṣe beauty pageant. Ẹ lọ attack ẹ. fún justice ọmọ ọlọ́mọ lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ bà mental health ẹ̀ jẹ́ ìmí inú yín ìtàn yín ò dáa kò ṣe gbọ́ sétí ọ̀n lè fi ṣe Yorùbá fíìmù kan yàn wò torí tàn tó ń ròyàn nù ni ní ìwọ Adéníkẹ́ ìwọ bímọ 4 fún bàbá 4 ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ irú ẹ̀ ìwọ gangan ló yẹ kó gbè lẹ́yìn Wùnmí àmọ́ ìka inú yín ta fi dá yín òun ló fà á tí ilé ayé most of yín fi rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ìmí inú yín bàbá tẹ bímọ fún òfẹ́ rí yín sójú níbi tí ilé ayé yín bàjẹ́ dé kò fẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ yín sétí because ayé láti bá kóbìnrin bímọ síbi kan kó lọ síbi kan àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn tí ì máa fẹ́ obìnrin yẹn àwọn ẹbí àtàrà kan yìí máa wà tó yìí máa sọ pé lágbájá ò bá dẹ̀ ti máa fi lágbájá bá ilẹ̀ o torí pé ìwà ẹ̀ dáa àmọ́ a ti kọ́ pé bóyá máa rìnrìn àjò ẹ̀ pé kò ṣojú kan ló máa bímọ sí but ẹ̀yin ò sínú irú àwọn obìnrin náà ìtorí ẹ̀ ló ṣe ya yín lára ẹ wá máa pera yín lálàdúrà àdúrà tẹ́ ṣe fúnra yín tó ò tí ì gbà ẹ wá rò pé lè ṣe fẹ́ lómi òṣì lẹ́ ń ṣe tẹ́bà rẹ̀ ní báyìí sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ o òṣì lẹ́ ń ṣe tẹ́bà dẹ̀ tí wá wà lábúròdù yẹn tí wá ní jẹ́ ká gbọ́ràn àṣìírè tó rọ́ lárí tó sọ ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́lá nínú ọ̀nù òun lọ̀rọ̀ ló pọ̀ nínú gbogbo yín that's what I'm gonna say.